I'm thank you, I'm a Chiraga. These days, at least these days, whichever days that means, that phrase refers to, at least these days, there is significant talk, public talk about evil demons. Evil demons. So I want to say something about evil demons. and even, well, there's also talk about Satanists, black magic, magicians. So I want to say something about all that. At this point in the involvement of my cosmic sojourn, I am not interested in magic, MAGICK, or the other version, MAGIC. Mental alchemy, personal alchemy, yeah. Personal evolvement, yeah. But, high order magic, or whatever you want to call it. No, not really. Not formal magic, or whatever, however you want to call it. But listen, I want to talk about Caco-demons for a second. Cacodemon. Caco-demons. What's it say here in Wikipedia about Caco-demons? A Caco-demon is an evil spirit in the modern sense of the word, or a demon in the modern sense of the word, a demon. All right, an evil spirit, or in the modern sense of the word, a demon. The opposite of a Caco-demon is an agathodemon, or a eudemon, or good spirit, or angel. The word Caco-demon comes through Latin from the ancient Greek meaning an evil spirit, whereas daimon, Daimon, would be a neutral spirit in Greek, and a Caco-demon would be a good spirit. In psychology, cacodemonia is a form of insanity in which the patient believes that they are possessed by an evil spirit. All right. So, it's a demon. A Caco-demon is a demon. All right. So, now I want to just read you a short selection from a bit of writing by Benjamin Rowe, Rowe, copyright 1992. Therefore, I'm not going to read you much of this because it's not public domain. It's a bit of writing here among many of his works that are instructional in the Enochian system of magic. This is from his Enochian temples, invoking the Caco-demons with the temple. All right. Now, the Enochian system is primarily angelic in character. There are no entities in the system who actually meet the traditional definitions of elementals or demons. All the elemental forces are invoked and used through the intervention of conscious, intelligent entities who are themselves of a multiplex nature. The closest one can come to directly invoking an elemental in this system is in the invocation of the so-called Caco-demons, or, using Rowe's terminology, minimal sapient entities. All right. They are the least complicated beings in the system that are capable of responding to their environment and maintaining an independent existence. All right, now through much terminology, instructive terminology here, about tablets, letters, squares, pairs in the squares, pillars, and so forth, cherubic squares, and how to name a particular Caco-demon, their polarity, how to put together the polarities to invoke them, and so forth. All right, sub-energies and whatnot. It says, well, here, let me just give you an example of the terminology being used. other types of phrasing being used, informing the names of the Caco-demons of the servient squares, a second method can be used. This is to take the letter from the element's name in the tablet of union that is attributed to the element governing the row from which the names are being derived. Thus, the top servient row in my quarter attributed to fire would form the names thus: AXP, APC, ACN, and ANX. Or, using the letter of spirit, HXP, HPC, HCN, HNX. All right, it goes on. It goes on. And more instructions such as, next, recite the call of the element and invoke the holy names of the tablet down through the level of the seniors. Then recite the calls of the sub-element, whether or not this be the same as the call of the element of the working. Then invoke the names of the gods and angels of the sub-element. For the cherubic names, add the letter from the tablet of union if the work be one of raising oneself in the spirit or bringing down the spirit, either one. Use no additional letter if the work be one of expressing in the levels of matter. Then invoke the angel governing the line within which the demon lives, and so forth. Now here, interestingly, it says, here's something interesting. For works of an internal nature to strengthen or counter some aspect of the personality, a glyph or visual symbol embodying the desired outcome should be prepared ahead of time in the imagination and rehearsed until it can be held in the mind with ease. So there we do see the importance of the development of the imagination or visualization in the practice of magic. It's important no matter what we're doing in life, you see? Alright, so anyway, when the demon is evoked to visible appearance in the astral temple, he appears above the altar from which his forces come. Often one of the strands of the light fountain will straighten and he will appear out of it. He is bound to the altar both by his own origins and by the light of the central square of the Sephirotic cross of the quarter, which is directly above his head. Now, be advised, and here's the interesting part to me, Be advised that the demons may do their work in a manner that is offensive to community standards of conduct, folks. The demons may do their work in a manner that is offensive to community standards of conduct. The magician should not allow himself to become emotionally involved through such offense. He must always consider himself to be superior to such creatures and to consider that it is doing his will within the limits of its abilities. For example, Allie, are you listening to this? Yes? Yes, okay. A Caco-demon might choose to transfer his three aspects to the symbol of the work by spitting on it, then copulating with it, and then defecating on it. Think not that it intends any disrespect by this. Well, Allie, I was just thinking here to myself. Duh! I mean, why would I take any disrespect in that? That's always how I go about getting my girlfriends, right? Isn't that how I found you? Right. The 3-step process. It's, as we all know, as all men know, it's the 3-step process to getting a girlfriend. Yeah. Or getting her to come home with you, right? Yeah. Exactly. Of course! We all know that. Yeah. Thank you, Allie. All right. The Roe continues saying, it barely has enough intelligence to be conscious, let alone, well, there's none left over for cleverness. So think of it thus, that as a particularly stupid animal, which must be dealt with firmly, but without trying to change its instinctive nature. No such creature has secrets of any importance, he continues. They are merely bundles of elemental forces. If they speak, the great likelihood is that they echo the unconscious will of the magician and speak not of their own will, of course, of which they have none. All right. I have sometimes said to people that a lion is a lion, right? I mean, if you place your baby out in the place where a lion is known to be walking around at night, and then you find that your baby was, chewed up by the lion, should you blame the lion? Allie, should you blame the lion? No, because the lion does what the lion does, right? Yeah. It's nature to do that. Yeah. Okay, so if somebody kind of like either intentionally or unintentionally opens the door for some kind of caco-demoniacal influence, all right? I mean, should it say that demon, that Caco-demon, whatever, was being bad if it messes with him? If it attaches itself, if it takes possession, let's say, of the human being, should we say that it was being evil? No. Shouldn't we say that the lion was being a bad lion? No? Well then, could it just be the case that demons act the way demons act? Yeah, a demon is a demon. It just does what it does. And if it happens to screw with people, that's just what it does. Is it evil? No. It's not something we actually want. We would hope, but maybe we should just leave them alone. Yeah? Okay. Allie said just leave them alone. And that's my take on it. All right, then. That's about all I had to say. A demon will do what a demon will do. Whether it's evil, I guess is, if we want to call it that, fine. And if we want to say that a lion that, walked off with a human infant because it was hungry, not the infant, but, well, maybe the infant was hungry too. But I doubt that the infant is going to eat the lion. Well, we probably would not say, unless we're kind of ignorant, that the lion is being a really bad lion. No, it's being a lion. Don't, feed it your hand. My view of demons, even though I talk about evil here, I talk about, when I'm talking bad, negatively or kind of assertively about the activities of certain kinds of people, psychopaths, predator, parasitic, pedophilic power lizards on this planet doing the things that they do in association with astral entities and the like. I'm not saying that those entities are bad or evil. I'm talking about the things the people are doing with them. All right. That's it. I'm Tharanku. I'm a dragon. Be well.